Boom. There he is. Give me cloth, somebody. Cloth. Roll talk, low talk. Woo, better. Where's Wally now, bro? Yeah, you are, because you can just about make you out. Now, G. Now look up. And look up. Boom. There it is. Exactly. Looking bio true. Who's in the back, guys? Who's in the back? God. Guys, whoever can find Jonesy is gonna win 10 likes.
I hope you know they're all just gonna say who's in the back.
There you are, yes, mad, yeah. So that one is one I was looking at time ago. I was looking at that one.
Well, that's what I said. I said, out of all of them, which one do you reckon looked the most?
I'm a car, guys, that's me. I'm not into rollies. I like the gold look, but not into rollies.
I think that one's the one where it's got manual display, it's got a digital display. Pretty sure that one's got built-in stopwatch as well.
Yeah, I'm basically, bro.
Remember when I was on about, 3 main watches, a super one, a practical heavy duty one, and a daily one.
Yeah.
Who is the strap class as well?
No, I did you? Oh, shoot, drop us. Split lead. Yeah, it's got like all different numbers on it. Oh, I need to might be in my rucksack. Have a quick look. What one?
That was in the pouch.
Oh, shit. It's an HQ. I thought I was one for there.
You got it in the pouch for that.
Look, it wasn't one there for that. That's what I thought. That's why I thought it was that one. Don't worry, go in my house, you can have. It's only until next week. Go back down there. That's cool, you. Don't stress it, G. Hey, who's in the chat? Hit that banner, make it flash, make it blue. You can bio true. My G. Who's in the chat? Nobody's in the chat.
Nobody's.
Blacked out clean. Proud in the sea. Bells lately. Go on, you. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine for now. Yeah, so I'm gonna buy some more of them. Yeah, this is a slow stream today. Might have to end the stream and come back again, I think.
Don't know what's going on, but that's all inside your backpack.
Glowing red.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's the thing that is. Mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Who's in chat? Is that Jonesy? Ooh, hang on. What we got here? Here's Jonesy. Create highlight. How can I do that? 49 seconds short. Oh yeah. Effect picker. Ooh, yes. Ooh. To subscribe if you're new. Hit the banner, make it flash, make it blue. Get your clothes, your merch, you can buy a true. Ooh. I have no idea what's going on with this stuff, guys. I'm just messing about with some filters. Guys, who's in the chat? Yo, what have I done? Got some neck wings on my face. Hey, what's poppin', Jim? Good? Effect stick. Let's get rid of these, don't I? L plate lean with a team. To subscribe if you're new. Hit the banner, make it flash, make it blue. Make it bio true. Hey, what's poppin', guys? Jim's good. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad. What you guys been up to today? Jonesy and I just finished wrapping up a music video. Big boy one. What do you reckon, Jonesy, of this music vid?
I'm not gonna lie, some of the tests we got, they fire as hell. I got high hopes on this one.
Watching doing. What? What you doing? Not a lot. At the minute, we're just parked up, chit-chatting with you guys, chilling, vibing, on our way back home from the HQ. So we're just like, okay, we made a little pit stop up to a beach and thought, let's chat with y'all. Why not? So here we go. Here we are. Yo, guess what? Yo, G. You want graping?
Don't you grape me?
I want to grape you, bro.
What the fuck? Yeah. Alright, we'll throw open.
Not much, but I did just subscribe. Come on, Jim. You legend, bro.
Much love.
Give Jonesy some grapies. I'm glad you hit that subscribe button, bro. You might enjoy some of the stuff.
If not
Nice.
for educational purposes, then definitely just laugh at it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you're actually into your cars or not, but we're chilling in Cali the Corsa today. Cali's the queen of the street. You may want to go check out some of these vids. So subscribe if you're new. Hit that banner, make it flash, make it blue. Get your coach, your merch, and you can buy out true. Guys, so for you guys who are actually new here, we're live most days. Thanks. Thanks. Well, we appreciate the subscribe, my friend, because I've got to be honest, every little helps. Hold on, who we? Tesco? Who we? Tesco? But yeah, we've got a few things coming out now. We got a music video coming out. We got like 8 vids in the bank. We got another music video planned now for probably the end of this month, beginning of next. Got a lot of content coming out, and we're actually also looking at doing a collab with one of you guys. So it's gonna be a big one. Got a lot of stuff going on, but it's gonna be crazy. I think it'll be some good fun.
It's gonna be juicy.
It is. It's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be very, very juicy. It's gonna be like a freshly squeezed orange in the morning. You know what I'm saying? In this case, you graping? You want
getting graped in this car.
guys? Who wants to get graped?
That's one way to get yourself demonetized.
I know, innit? Yeah, we hit monetization. No, we lost monetization. What time you're live every day? So we're not live every day. We're live most days. So like we do a live every Wednesday. Every Wednesday morning, so between 8:30, well, between 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. And then on a Friday we normally do a couple of hours, and then on a Sunday Saturday or a Sunday, depending.
Saturday, early Sunday.
Yeah, so then we normally do like a late night one for you guys, and yeah, it's not too bad. Yes, me. Oh, so Jim wants to get grape, bro.
What?
Jim wants to get graped. I said, who wants to get graped? And Jim said, me.
Oh, hell no.
There you go, Jim. You can get graped. There you go, get graped.
You got grape, then you better like it.
So we've got a lot of things coming up. If you don't know me, you don't know shit. You've been getting grapes everywhere. Cleaning a brand new whip. Yo, guys, this is one tune that we will be releasing soon.
Came up, 2 socks, 1 dream. Broke days, bean bread, no cream. Now they threw my plate, try and creep to the team. Bro, you wasn't
Jim
in the
said,
field, you were glued to the screen. I was off through the pain, had to style out stress. Turn L's into jokes.
now turn up the checks.
Just type on the net, I'm outside, that's fact. Same block, same boys.
Brand new tax. I'm a funny motherfucker when it comes to it. If you don't know me, you don't know shit. If you don't like to know me, just a little teeny tiny bit. Now I'm pulling up clean in a brand new whip. Brand new whip. That's another one learned. It's JJ just spent out on a new rubber. Nice. Gotta be honest, we've got a few bangers here.
Keep your head right, so I turn road stories to a cold punchline. You can see me in the lane, do a slight little drift. Uptown trip, new drip, same click. They ask how I done it, I
I hit him with the grin,
big man, if you know
then you know what it is.
I'm a funny motherfucker when it comes to it. If you don't know me, you don't know shit. What do you like?
Yo, this was an OG. I wonder, I have to go. No worries, Jim, no worries, Jim. Hopefully see you Wednesday morning, if you're about.
Red light slow.
Who else is in the chat? Who else is in the chat? You've got three faces in here. I know Jonesy's one of them.
Only one goal.
No, Jim's another.
JJ swinging that door like war. Keys in hand, he been here before. Says me and Kylie, day one lock. First to the line when the lane's unblocked.
Hey. This is an old one, yes. Bye, thanks. No worries, Jim. We'll see you soon. Take care, buddy.
See, this one is
Yeah, it is. That's a proper like summer vibe.
That's what we need to do. We need to start sending out music videos this season.
Cali the blacked out, cost a twin turbo for the 59.9. It's a clean little worker. 2 liters full of diesel and black leather seats. Just copy M Sport, but I'm still stuck on you. I'm like a dirt cell battery. I just keep going and going. Look at my wrist, it's frozen. Look at my pocket, it's swollen. All of these girls on my DM. None of these hoes ever notice. None of these hoes ever notice me. I feel like I'm getting close. Walk all black out and I'm ghost. Course on the road. Ever watch how you approach? Cause we might pull up in a ghost. And I'm with the lads, you know. We bout to take this on the road. I ain't telling no jokes. I ain't telling no lies. I ain't telling no stories. You can see it in my eyes. This is the way that we live in, the way that I'm whipping my life is like I'm getting tired. Hey, hey, 2 chains on nobody titty boy. Picking up bad now, Billy boy. I'm not a dog, I ain't one of y'all. I just made one call, I'm about to put an order. Now we taking all of yours and we moving like some hoarders. And I heard you sleep on floors cause you cannot afford it. Hey, this is a one-man job. I did it all by myself and now I'm thinking I might need help. But I'm not asking for help. Hey,
We've got no sleep. Stocking dubs.
Cali the whip, blacked out, sharp as a blade.
Hey.
Red pinstripes, slice the streets, custom made. Scanner flash.
Poppin', what's poppin', crew?
JJ on the L's, but we always win. grip so tight. All you boys crying, we out of sight.
Cali don't take girls, only stack dubs.
Engine purring
Sweet, no need for subs.
Jonesy in the back,
White as a ghost,
JJ hit the pedal.
ghost to the most.
Bro, you made me shit myself.
He boasts.
Night move slick, neon slice in the mix.
Who's in the chat, guys? Who's in the chat? Let's chit chat with y'all. What's going on? I don't know why, guys. It's a very like it's an awkward time for us to do a stream around 1. It's weird. Normally we're like earlier than this or late. No, 2. Damn.
Flames in the dark. Cali's a legendary street.
She marks.
JJ the pilot, red stripes, the R. Jonesy holding on, man, you broke my heart. Cali don't take L's, only stack dubs. Engine per sweet, no need for subs. Jonesy in the
So, guys, another thing that we are going to mention, right, which is
Bro, you made me shit myself. He boss. Blacked out course. Streets
I've just got so sidetracked. So, we've got a few things that we got planned, and I want to have a chat with you guys about something pretty crazy, which is well, I want to know this. So, have you guys noticed, right? Have you guys ever seen a film back in the day and then watched it now, and well, an old film made like time ago, and then it actually happens? Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to know, have you guys ever seen those type of films? Have you? Like a film where they say something or something happens in a film, and then years later it actually happens or it actually is a thing.
I think the only movie that I think is close to that would be, like Final Destination.
No, so I'm thinking more along the lines of, so, you know this big thing that we had, this pandemic,
Yeah.
number 19, yeah? So, on that, there was an actual film made about that. Well, I say film, like a series, years and years and years ago. It was called The Dead Zone. And The Dead Zone, they literally called it that 19. And this was like made 8-10 years ago, and then we actually end up with it. Crazy. Google it. It'll blow your mind, and you get like, holy smokes, like they actually knew about this pandemic, and this pandemic was like actually planned. Because they literally predicted what would happen through this pandemic in the Dead Zone. Crazy.
So I'm pretty sure The Simpsons did something like that as well.
Yeah, The Simpsons have done it. There's a lot of things out there that have actually happened. The same as Knight Rider, a prime example. Oh yeah, well one day, could you imagine a car that actually drives itself? Teslas drive themselves. We've got assistant now. Imagine having, a car that can talk to you. Now you have AI systems out there that you can talk to. Like, imagine what the possibilities are completely endless. It's quite crazy when you think about it. Like, there's so much more things out there. Well, I actually had this conversation a couple of weeks ago with a stream, which was about, look at things like space. Imagine if in space, like, we can't be the only planet out there that actually has life on it. Like, the galaxies go on and on and on and on forever. And yeah, but I do not believe that we are the only planet that actually got life on. I'm back from Jim's back. It's popping, Jim. But I actually don't believe that we are the only planet out there that's got life on. Like, for example, Look at like all the Marvels, all the superheroes. Imagine if a completely different planet actually had normal people like us, but each person was gifted in a different way, that they had some sort of power. Yeah, like Superman. So if you guys have ever seen Smallville, like that, a bit like Batman. Like Batman became Batman because his parents died. Like all these heroes got different ways of becoming a hero. But imagine if that's an actual thing, but on a different planet.
Well, I could agree on the sense of I'd be willing to bet there is some form of life out there. It might not look human like us, but I'm willing to bet there are some human or some other living like
It's Corsair, my friend. It's literally this channel, Corsair. It's on the hat. It's on the jacket, actually. It's on the jacket. It's on the hat. It's also on the tee.
See, it's actually on the YouTube channel is to watch the stream.
But you're on the channel.
Yeah, you commented that on the channel on the stream.
You commented it on the stream. Yo, that would be so cool. That's what I mean, like there's got to be something out there, I reckon. Like, well, what was you saying a minute ago before I got interrupted?
Like I said, I personally reckon there's definitely some living creature. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it be human, look like you were. But I'd be willing to bet there is something else living.
There's got to be something else living. I don't know. Oh, right. When does the stream start? You funny motherfucker.
I'd say it started about, 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, 22 minutes ago now. But, like, that's literally what, like, I think about it in so many ways. I think, that's, like, crazy in a sense. Like, just imagine, right? Like, I don't think we are the only living creatures out there. Ooh. But, like, I don't think we are, like, the only living ones out there. But I actually, there could be all sorts of ways about it. Like look at the ocean. Prime example. NASA literally stopped researching the ocean because it was such a vast space. They couldn't keep exploring it.
Well, the thing I find crazy is we think that we're the only people alive in the universe, or the only living things in the universe, because we're the only things that can be truthfully discovered. Yeah, we don't even know what's in our oceans.
That's what I mean. Well, even
say
Jim
that there's
agrees.
no life out there when you haven't even checked all of your planet yet.
That's what I mean. Like, even Jim agrees with that. Like, like with the ocean. Well, look when they sent down that submarine.
Well, the one that was with the Game Boy controller.
Pretty much, yeah. And just imploded.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like,
that's a question. How much of our ocean?
I wouldn't even say 10%. Nowhere near 10% of our ocean has been discovered.
Between approximately 5 to 20% of the world's ocean has been explored or mapped.
There you go. So 5 to 20% of our ocean's actually been.
So if you're being generous, 80% of it, we still have no idea.
Yeah. Like, this is what I mean. Like, oh no, it's just the lag. That's all. It's still in the stream, just lagging on and off. Like, yeah, me too. No. Like, like this is what I'm on about. Like, if they can actually explore the ocean, they got no. Like, how can that's literally being hypocritical. Like, how can you say, yeah, we're the only living creatures or the only living beings in in our whole galaxy, when, like you said,
When I'd be willing to bet there's creatures in our oceans that hasn't been discovered yet.
Yes, I do agree. I mean, not no. Well, this is literally where my point is. Like, like you were just saying. Just imagine if, because work out, they're still pulling fish out today that they've never heard of, they've never seen of, and they're like, what is it? And they're like, well, we don't know. And then they actually, that was crazy, a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back. But Like, how can... Yeah, scale come back down. It was just because of the lag. Like, you know, I don't know, I just don't get it. You know, like, for example, have you heard of the, like the doomsday fish? My bad, guys, a little bit of technical difficulties. Jonesy's fault.
What?
But, you are, what, have you heard of the doomsday?
I haven't, no.
Google it.
That's not
Like-
what you showed me.
Like, the doomsday fish, like, this is supposed to be the one and only fish that if they see it, it means, like, shit's coming to an end. Like, it's danger, it means, you know, all this stuff. Because this fish literally lives in the deep, 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 deep blue. Like, you won't be able to catch.
Like that.
Yes, I do agree on that. Yeah. So they're the doomsday fish, you are. That's the doomsday fish. Yeah, there's other forms of them as well. You know, there's also one that's got that eye. So do you know Nemo? With that fish got that walkable eye on it, what's like a
Yeah.
light. That fish.
I can't remember what's called.
Yeah. But even those, they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, they're extinct. Yet they find them.
Anglerfish, that's what
Yeah.
it is.
And they're like, how have you got that? Like, where'd this fish come from? But they're not extinct. You know, the same as like dinosaurs, when they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, all the dinosaurs are extinct. Well, they're obviously not. We got crocodiles, we got alligators. Like, what do you want about? Like, how are these fish extinct? You know, and I find that stuff quite crazy. So now I'm at that point where I don't believe a word the government says. I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, like the government can now put up on the news, world's coming to an end. I'd say, yeah, okay.
And then
Cool.
when it actually happens.
Like, cool, it is what it is, isn't it? You know, I just don't believe this stuff anymore. Like, there you are, guys. How many of you have ever actually watched the news? Have you watched the news?
I think the last time I watched the news was back in like year 8.
Year 8 was the last time you watched the news.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever watched the news. Just because I don't believe what they put on the news. They literally only put on the news the things they want us to see. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. There's just no point in watching the news anymore. You know, like, if they wanted to, you know, like for example, yeah, but that's what I mean. Though, that's what the government is. Like, we're now but we're now in a situation where we literally live our life on eggshells. Like, if they say, oh, you know, the pound is going to go up by 50%, everyone would be over the moon. But if they said, oh, right, there you are, right, now the pound's going to drop by 95%, then what? Everyone's just gonna be like, okay, screw it, I'm leaving the UK or whatever.
Well, that's the one thing I'm scared of. Because do you know the saying of them always saying cash is king?
Yeah.
But I don't know if you noticed it, but progressively, week after week, year after year, there's less and less of cash and more of card and phone payments.
Well, this is the thing, right? So, when they say cash is king, to me that means nothing.
It
Because
was king.
it was, but now, because of all things like crypto, you know, all this junk, where everything is now digital, the government want everything to be digital because they got more control.
Yeah, they can monitor it.
Yeah.
They know exactly what you spent, when you spent it, where you spent it.
Literally, but what that means though is, let's say now if you said, okay, well, I'm going to leave the UK, they can just click a button and you got nothing. You got no ID, no money, you got nothing. You're screwed. But if you got cash, they don't want you to have cash.
You just take that with you.
Exactly. But why, you know, for example, like look in Zimbabwe, right? In Zimbabwe, you can have £1 billion note. You can't even buy loo roll with that. You can't buy toilet roll with it. It's £1 billion, but you can't buy toilet roll because in their country, like toilet roll was something like 4 billion, 5 billion, but you've got to have a note, a single note. Could you imagine, guys, having £1 billion note and going in and buying something with that? It'd make no sense. It'd be impossible. But their billion to our pound is something stupid. It's something like £100 is equivalent to like a billion in their money. So if you had £1 billion, so if you had £100 and put that into their money, it'd be something like 10 million, or 10 billion or 50 billion, something crazy like that. It's crazy. But that's because they kept printing and printing and printing and printing and printing and printing and printing money to the point where the money's gone from here and just flatlined.
Well, I just found it. It's the Lebanese pound.
The Lebanese pound.
So how much do you reckon £1 is in a Lebanese pound?
A billion or a million? Half a million, something like that.
Not close. £1 is almost 120,000
There you are.
Lebanese pounds.
So 125,000 is 1
120.
pound. So 120,000 in Lebanese pound
So if you went there
is
with just
equivalent to
50
£1
quid,
pound here.
if you went there with just 50 quid, that'd be almost 6 million.
That's what I mean. But you're not rich though, because in that place, 6 million is like a million here.
Yeah.
It's pointless. Well,
No,
no,
it'd be like
no,
50.
yeah, it'd be like 50 quid here.
100 quid. With 100 quid, you could actually be a billionaire in their country.
But you wouldn't be able to do nothing with it though.
No.
You'd be broke as hell,
Yeah, exactly. The guy on the corner is a billionaire.
literally. You know, like, yeah, I find it crazy, and it's just the way of life, you know. And it makes no sense.
The one thing I am kind of happy about though, and I think it's more just luck pure based, is that we just so happen to be born in the country who has the highest currency value.
That's at the minute though.
At the minute, yeah.
At the minute, just imagine, like work it out. Like the pound and the dollar, there's not a big difference anymore. In my mind, I'd say the dollar's probably got more strength to it than the pound. You know, like I reckon that the dollar's got more strength than the pound does.
Never mind. It was.
Now we're not.
What position do you reckon we are
5.
on the dot? The pound was the most valued. Now it's the 5th. The 4th being the Jordanian dinar, the Omani rial, a Bahraini dinar, and a Kuwaiti dinar.
So who's the top?
The Kuwaiti dinar. So if I just work this out.
So if we had £100 in our money and put that to their money, you'd lose money.
Let's try this now.
You'd end up losing it.
British pound to
It's quite crazy.
yeah, so £1 to us is 40 pence to them.
That's what I mean.
So if you add, once again, 100 quid here,
It'd be like 380,
it'd be £40 there.
40 quid.
41 quid. So we could take £100 of our cash right now, go to whatever country this is,
And lose over
give
60
it to
quid.
them, and they'll only give you 41 back here.
But if you flip it around the other way,
Yeah.
then you're making money.
Well, yeah, because if you had 100 of their currency,
You're gaining
it'd
60
be
quid.
worth 243. Yeah. So you'd be over doubling.
Yeah. So, in a sense, my mind says move there, live there, make money there, and send it back here.
And then it also depends though, because our minimum wage here, for example, is like £12 a month. Their minimum wage might be,
It'd be more.
£4.80 or
Yeah.
something.
Well, no, it'd be more than that. So, if our minimum wage is £12 odd, theirs would be more than that.
You don't know though.
No, but it would have to be because of the cost of living. That's what I mean. So if you Google what the minimum wage is in that country, I guarantee it's more than here. It has to be because of the cost of living. Like in that country, you're still as rich as you would be here because maybe like toilet roll in that country might be like £10.
So the minimum wage in that country is around 75 of their currency a month. So once again, if we did that, so that and then did that means that their minimum wage a month is £182.76.
There you go. That's their minimum wage.
Yeah, a month, my dad.
Oh, well, that was said it would be a month.
That is a month. I
It
just
can't be.
searched it then.
It can't be. It's gotta be more than that. Surely. So 75 KWD
That's the
approx
currency.
is 240 USD per month. So
And that's with higher minimum wages, often said. So anywhere between 60 and 120. So even if we went to 120,
yeah,
I did 120. 120 of their currency still only goes to 292 of our British pounds.
there you go.
So even though their currency is valued more than us, technically we make more in 1 week on our minimum wage, assuming that you do the average 40 hours a week, than they do in a whole month. So realistically, 1 month's wage for you is 4 months' wages for them.
So that must mean then that country must still be valuing their money based on gold then, instead of money.
That'd be my guess.
So we used like we used to have, you know, the amount of gold that we would have would then calculate into our money.
Even though, like I say, it could just be a minimum wage thing again. Where we have a £12 so and so minimum wage, their minimum wage might be it must be cheaper ships then. It must be like, I don't know, like 2.5, 3 of their currency a day. Like 3 Kuwaiti dinar a day. Something like that.
So if it's 75 a month, share that by 28. So 75 share that by
Should we go
28.
for the 120 on the high end? Or do you want to go for the 75?
Well, if you go for minimum wage, I'd call it 100. So 100 share that by 28. That's going to be what?
3.57. So just over 3.5 dinar a day.
Yeah. That's crazy. But so what would their milk be valued at? You know, like if you were to buy like 4 pints of milk there, that would be how much roughly? It's crazy.
Let's see if I can find it for you.
4 pints of milk there must be something like 50p really. Because if their value
So the average price for a litre of milk when daily
okay, yeah.
is around 0.47 of their currency.
There you go. So that'd be
If you
like
work that out,
50p, 70p, something like that.
it'd be £1.15.
£1.50. Is that our money or their money?
That's our money. So 0.47.
Yeah, so it'd be 47p in their money.
Yeah,
That's
47
crazy.
or Kuwaiti dinar. 0.47.
That is crazy. So although they're making a lot less than us than we are,
Well, how much was a pint cost here?
160ish.
Yeah, so they're roughly getting about 45 pence cheaper.
Yeah. That's crazy. That is actually crazy. So that means then, although their money is a lot less than ours,
Their money is valued higher than us.
yeah, but their
but
cost,
they receive less of it.
yeah. But imagine if you were running your own business there, and then transferring that here.
Once again, though, it depends, because over there you wouldn't be able to charge someone, you know, for example, 20 Kuwaiti dinar for, you know, a car wash, because they wouldn't be able to afford it because of the minimum wage. You'd have to charge, you know, 4 Kuwaiti dinar, 4 or 5 Kuwaiti dinar.
Yeah, but if you were to do something like 4, and let's say if you've done like 10 car washes, 10 cars a day, for example, like really low end. So you're looking at 4 times that by 10, that's 40. Then times that then by 28 days a month, you're looking at 1,120 Canadian.
What was it?
So 1,120.
1,120 Qatar dinar. That
month.
works out to just over 2,700.
So you'd definitely be doubling your money.
Yeah. Well, you're doing more than double your money.
Yeah.
You're like 1.5x in it.
Wait, so what did you say it was? In
Well, how much
pounds?
you made?
Yeah, pounds.
I think it's like 2,700, something like that. it 1,120?
Yeah.
1,120. 2,729.26.
So is it 2,729.26?
29.26.
So you're looking at. Oh, 1,600 pounds extra you're gaining by transferring that here. So now on 1,007, well, yeah, so call it 1,006 you're gaining by transferring back here.
And don't forget, you also need to pay for obviously the transfer fees and
Well, yeah, but that'd only be at 10%. So you'd still be gaining over £1,000 a month extra for transferring back here.
yeah.
That's why.
But you could be making just as much. Because much as a car wash here.
Very sure. So you'd be looking around. Starting price here is around 18 quid here. 18, 20 quid. Starting. That's just outside.
Should we just still should we go with 20?
Call it 20 quid, yeah.
So let's say 20 and then times that by 10 cars a day.
You're looking
Equals
at 200.
and then times that by 28. 5,600.
That's here, but you gotta remember as well, here you got a lot more taxes. If that's what they're earning there, they won't be paying any tax.
Well, we're not too sure.
They can't be, surely.
If they are, then their government must really hate them.
I know, innit? That is crazy.
So, yes. What I think it is, I think even though our currency is fifth, our minimum wage sort of ups the ante on that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine, assuming if you went for the highest, the highest currency for minimum wage per hour, then we're probably at number one.
Sure, I should have renamed the stream to Less Talk Money. I wonder if I can actually rename the stream as we're live. I don't think I can, but we'll try. Oh no! Gaming commented on the last stream. Bro, I missed the stream!
Oh, man.
Oh, gaming! Poor guy, poor guy. Oh. Let's quickly check this out. Nah, I can't even adjust the stream title here.
So I've just worked out, do you know our minimum wage compared to their minimum wage?
Yeah.
So a month's minimum wage, assume they do 8 hours a day for 5 days, you roughly make about 8.5 times what they make in Kuwait.
Huh.
So over 8 times what they make a month.
That's mad. Wait, what? Sir said, Dan, what's going on here? He's warm in the back seat for you. Yo, wait a minute. Where have half these comments come from? Wait, what? Why am I seeing the whole all the chats on the stream? Right, guys. I mean, hell wouldn't be the one to fuck with us.
From cash, shiny hands.
Bro, where have all these comments come from?
He's one because if your boyfriend that was caught up here. I mean, hell wouldn't want to be the one to like guys.
Bro, can you see the chat?
They can, I don't know what they're on about though.
I've heard you. What the hell? I didn't even know we actually had the chat on here. Guys, why can't I see a chat on mine? Oh, there we go. No, wait. What?
Let's see, how long have we been on stream now?
Only 45, but I can't understand why I can't see the chat on the stream. Like, I can only see the chat on here. That's crazy. Why?
Maybe it might just be the lead.
No, like, literally, like, the last chat I've got on the actual stream is from Jim. Yeah, I do agree. I mean, not no, see? But then here is from Buttingon 7534. Right, guys. Her. Kaz.
Shall we keep them on stream when we start making a move?
Yeah, can
Like
do.
if this is the beat of all, man.
Yeah, so we'll be dipping off now. So we got, well, we're nearly at an hour here, so we're at 47. I reckon we'll close that off now, bang on the hour, so not long. But I'm confused. Why can't I see the chat through the stream? Oh,
Well, while we stream for this last like 10-15 minutes, shall we just go for a drive? Make our way back to
I was thinking of that. Help. See, why can't I see these chats? I can only see them on here. Can you see the chat on your end?
Yeah. Let's see him fine.
Wait, what? $316, what do you need help with?
He just needs help.
Bro, I think I need help right now. My brain's not braining. I'm watching the stream here live, and I can't see no comment. But I'm looking over on this phone, and I can see all the comments. Like, what's going on? Bro, we got an issue as well. Do you know, because we're not girls, right? I just doom scrolled down by one by accident,
Yeah.
and there's a bird here, right, with 31 live viewers, and all they're looking at is a kitchen, my guys. They're looking at a kitchen. That's it. And she got 34 viewers, 123 likes.
Well,
Yo,
I scrolled down one and look what I found.
that's what I mean, bro. Wait, who? That's OG.
Yeah.
Yo, comment on OG. Tell him like, yo, G, what are you playing at? Tell him like, yo, you're in the wrong stream, my guy. Get off your stream and get on ours. Guys, I have no idea what's actually going on with this stuff. Everything's just lagged. Why, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's where we are or what. What's he doing?
I want to see if you say that. Nah, I think he's just chillaxing.
That's what we should be doing, boy. Right, guys, Jonesy's gonna monitor the chat. Oh, I see why, bro. Because it's a hottie. That's why. It's a hottie, what the hell?
No, OG.
Guys, why am I live watching other people's lives? What am I playing at? Screw off. We ain't watching no one's live. They're not watching ours, so we're not watching them. Go away. Shoo. Right, guys. If you guys are going to be commenting, Jonesy's going to have to read the chat.
Oh, what?
What?
The OG did the same thing again.
What's that?
He joined, said like 3 sentences or 3 words, and then the video went private.
On whose?
His one.
What?
So he was like, he literally said, "What's up, man? Just chilling, playing games." and then the video went private.
What's up with OG?
I don't know, man. Let's see if he is still.
Ha. Oh. Oh, our hopes. Oh. Flying low, my guy. Again. Yeah, I was gonna say, well, you in our stream? JJ, wake up. Guys, I'm falling asleep here, you know.
Oh, just needs to start driving now.
I know, I do for.
Come on.
Well, I'm thinking, G, we're up to like what, nearly an hour on the stream.
Well, by the time that we get back my we're in the hour anyways.
No, I'll be way over the hour. Be way over an hour then.
That's what I mean. If we start driving now, it'll be an hour. By the time that we get back, it should be an hour.
Well, I'm thinking what we can do is we're currently at 0.9 on this stream, and I think this is a nice little time to like end this stream off here because it's been a long day. I've got a music video to go and get edited tonight. Jonesy's got a hard day's graft ahead of him,
You know how you do.
and it's time to just go home, relax, have some food, and go bubbles. Yeah. So guys, don't forget, if you guys are new to the channel, go and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, go and get your Caution merch. There'll be a link in the description after this video has gone live on YouTube. Don't forget, if you're new here, go and hit that subscribe button because you know we do the most latest stuff, just not really on the streams, which
Yeah, it's not
the streams aren't really that cool. They're just more of like chit chat with you guys, just a way for us to actually interact with you all, you know what I'm saying?
a little
But,
gift to the community.
Yeah, which we're not really that hype on streams, but the videos on the other hand, they're fire. But yeah, don't forget guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned for the music video. It's gonna be a fire one. It really is. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, if I got it, Jonesy got it, and Jonesy and I got it, and I got it, Jonesy and Callie got it, and guess what? Of course you got it. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT. Stay tuned for that music video. Oh, you're the first to know. See you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, of course you got it. Peace.